Hello everybody and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo, where we're continuing our conversation with Emmy. Fine, do what you like. I sigh. Might as well make the best of this. What do you want to do? Emmy thinks for a minute. Well, I promised Rin I'd stop by her mural. So let's do that. I confess I'm slightly curious as to how her mural turned out myself, so I again consider that there are worse fates. I give a nod to us of assent and find myself almost dragged bodily through the crowd as Amy races to our destination. By the time we reach the dorms, I can feel my heart pounding. My heart shouldn't be pounding after just that. I take a few deep breaths, willing myself to calm down. I'm one of the most normal-looking people in the school, but I have to be here. Sometimes I almost wish I had lost a hand or something. At least then I'd be obvious and that I belong. But instead, I don't even look sick. Even now, trying to catch my breath, I just look out of shape. Emmy looks back and notices my state of distress. You're not going to die on me, are you? Please don't. It'll be all my fault and I don't want to deal with that kind of guilt. Besides, after the last time, I really don't think I need to see that again. Especially because the nurse will totally say it's all my fault. Nah, I'm fine. Guess I need to start running after all. And you wanted to keep eating your greasy whatever it was. See, it's a good thing I found you here. Found you, right? Yes, it was. Maybe. Of course I don't add that I wouldn't be in this state if she hadn't dragged me across the festival grounds. Further conversation is interrupted by the sudden appearance of Rin. Oh, it's you. Hi, Rin. Hello, Emmy. Hey, Rin, I brought Hisao along because he was going to give himself a heart attack. I was not. I did not hit her, I did not. My objection goes unnoticed. We stopped by to see how the mural turned out. Rin nods slowly. Well, it's right there. You can see it pretty clearly. I find myself wondering how long Rin's been standing here in front of the mural. Has anyone even stopped by to look at it? Are we the first ones? Obviously, we're not the first to see it, of course. I mean, it's pretty big. You'd be hard-pressed not to see it. At the same time, I don't think anybody actually talked to Rin about it. Anyone but us, that is. I feel compelled to say something. It looks pretty good. I'm still not happy with how it turned out. But I guess it'll do. She seems almost resigned to it. I'm not sure what she expected as a result, but I guess she didn't quite get there. We stand in front of the mural, taking it all in. I try my best to concentrate on the composition of the thing. It's actually fairly interesting. The colors swoop and blend together, dragging me along with them. There's a dreamlike quality to the whole thing that makes me almost feel sleepy. I try hunting out some of the colors Emmy and I grabbed for her. Try as I might, I can't see any Peruvian blue. Oh well. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. My feet start to hurt, but Rin doesn't seem inclined to move on. Emmy speaks up. Hey Rin, have you eaten? Of course, you can't survive otherwise. What about in the past 5 hours? Maybe. But I'm hungry again, so maybe that means I'm wrong. Emmy grins and claps her hands together. Good. Come get some food with us. Rin nods in assent. Okay, but we should hurry before they notice I'm gone. Somehow, I don't think they'd care. Whoever they are. As we head back to the food stalls, I cast a longing eye over the fried food. No, I better not. I'm pretty sure Emmy wouldn't let me anyway. We find a nice spot on the grass and sit down to eat our purchases. Well, my purchases anyway. Somehow I wound up paying for all the food. Surprisingly, my unfried food is pretty good. Silence falls as Emmy and I eat, and Rin stares at something or other, occasionally eating a bite or two of her food. Sorry. I finish my meal first, and lay back on the grass. Emmy glances up from her food. Tired, Hisao? A little, I guess. Well, don't oversleep or anything tomorrow morning. We start our morning runs, remember? Actually, that slipped my mind. I was actually just enjoying myself. Wandering around the festival with these two actually has been fun. Yeah, I'll set an alarm. You better be there. I'll get angry if you aren't. God forbid. I don't think God comes into it. Unless there's some kind of freak accident and your alarm clock shorts out. That might be a random act of God. Well, don't cause any random acts of God then. Our plan forms itself in my mind. It's a plan that makes me feel kind of guilty, but I throw it into execution anyway. Damn it, I've earned a little fried food. And anyway, I'm going to start running tomorrow, right? So the actual routine all starts then. Not now. Ergo, the dietary portion starts tomorrow too. Ergo, I can't have something unhealthy today. A sort of final farewell to all the stuff I used to eat with wild abandoned before the hospital. Actually, I suppose I should head back to my room. I had some homework to do, and if I'm going to run in the morning, I should make it an early night. Those narrowed eyes again. You sure you're not going to sneak off and buy some of that fried stuff over there? Nah, I'm too full to bother now. I pat my stomach for emphasis. Besides, you two have cleaned me out anyway. Emmy giggles. It's a surprisingly pleasant sound. Another pang of guilt. She's got to know that I'm lying to her, shouldn't she? Or is it she's just that trusting? I feel kind of like a monster. All part of my master plan, Hisao. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning then. Thanks for the food and for keeping us company. And here I thought she was doing me a favor. Rin nods in agreement. I won't say see you tomorrow, because that would be like predicting the future, and I'm pretty sure I can't do that. Okay. Bye, you two. I feel oddly glad that I decided to leave my room today. Not a bad way to start my second week here, I suppose. Once I'm sure Emmy's out of, I'm out of Emmy's line of sight, I make a beeline for the food stands and buy some cake. At least it's not fried, right? That's slightly better, and that's what I was planning to do. I still feel a little bad about lying to Emmy, though. She really does seem concerned about my health. I'll make it up to her somehow. Better head back to my room. Hey, I do have work to do. My book awaits for me, and I flop to my bed to read through the fireworks display. Eventually, all the walking around, or more accurately running around, catches up with me. I really am out of shape. Emmy dragging me out of the morning to run might just be a good thing after all, and something to look forward to. Oh man. I wanted to be with Rin, not Emmy. Is that me? Yeah, it's me. Jesus. That's not good, Hasao. This looks like a little girl. I don't want to end up with this little girl. Damn it, man. I get her an apple. No way. What the fuck? This is bullshit. I don't want to end up with this girl. Form. My alarm's beeping shatters the early morning quiet, and I find myself wondering where to find the motivation to rise. God, what I butchered that sentence. Class is still quite far off, but I agree to run with Emmy in the mornings. Really, I'm not that interested in running as a hobby, or even as a possible life-lengthening exercise. However, I feel obligated to follow through on my promise to Emmy yesterday, which is why I find myself throwing on some running shorts and a light t-shirt. The cool morning air caresses my face as the morning sunshine causes the dew on the grass to sparkle, nearly blinding me at first. As I make my way down to the track, an ugly thought strikes me. What if this is some sort of joke that Emmy is playing on me? Would that really surprise me, really? Or what? Hell, I'd probably do it to the new guy too. At the very least, I'm sure Emmy and Rin made a bet of whether or not I'd actually show up. I feel a sense of trepidation as the track comes into view. You're late! It would seem that Emmy is already there. What a relief. Not according to my watch. We both are early, in fact. Damn, you got me there. Emmy is sitting on the bleachers, decked out in her running gear, waiting somewhat patiently for me. I'm glad you're actually here. I was afraid that it was a joke or something. Nah, I never make someone get up early for nothing. Plus, Rin owes me 500 yen now. She didn't think you'd actually show up. I knew it. Nice to know Emmy was on my side at least. Emmy hops off the bleachers and begins stretching out. She's remarkably lithe, almost like a dancer. I set out to stretch as well, but then realized that I don't exactly remember how to stretch properly. It's been ages since I stretched for anything, if you don't count my own stint at running last week. And even then, I don't think I actually stretched beforehand. The specter of my long hospital stay rises up again. I can't say I was all that active before the hospital stay, though, so maybe I'm just being morose. Emmy giggles as she watches me stretch out. No, Hasao, you gotta hold it for longer than that. I'm trying, it kinda hurts a little. Ha! That's because you're out of shape. You've got to get some flexibility in you, like this. Whoa. To demonstrate, Emmy reaches down and puts her head through her legs. God bless you, Emmy. I see. Is that sort of thing I should strive for? Of course. Flexibility is important for any runner. You'll be able to go faster and more than you stretch out. Well, with that, I think that's a good place to stop. So next time we'll continue with our morning run with Emmy. Looks like I have to Looks like I'm ending up with Emmy. So, see you guys next time. Later.